Hello? Goddamn crack-headed ass cat. Excuse me, y'all. Sorry. Come on. Get down there. Okay. We ain't playing no games, but we back in the flame, but we back with a motherfucking go goddamn chain. God dang. Let it motherfucking swing. Let a bitch talk shit. She get left today in a plane. All right. So sorry for the small interruption, but back again. It's Sweaty in the building. We finna get into some fucking communication station tonight. So today's been a fucking very long, very stressful, very fucking impeding on my fucking peace type of day. So thanks to the new moon in Leo, let's go ahead and fucking say that in case if you didn't know already, now you do, motherfucker. It's all thanks to the motherfucking new moon in Leo. We got a situation right now where fucking all that fire. I have North Node in Leo, so I'm extra sensitive to these energies. And plus, we just leaving Cancer season, so I'm already fucking extra sensitive from all that fucking crabby ass shit that we was just dealing with. Fucking all type of homely matters and shit like that, of where I'm fucking developing and building new senses of comfortability around uncomfortability and shit like that, different things like that. But anyways, that's besides the point. That's my personal shit. That ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Boom. So today we talking about image and status, and you know what I'm saying, Capricorn sun here, Taurus moon. So I know about a lot of these earthly energies and status, especially, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just based upon the shit that I've had to act out to, you know, get where I am, be who I am, to be seen. Nice. Remind me next time, gang. Put my motherfucking phone on silent before we even get into this shit. Now the fucked up part is it's not letting a youngin'. It's not yet letting a young motherfucker hang up the phone. So what we gonna have to do is sit here and wait till the fucking shit stop vibrating. Apologize if that's blowing y'all's fucking eardrums up. Come on, bro. Stop fucking ringing, G. I'll turn my phone on silent anyways. I feel like it's been way too long. Like, why are you still ringing? Are we just gonna sit here and ring the whole fucking live stream? Is that what we doing now? Oh my god! Like it literally stopped for a second and then it just started again. I can't fucking deal with this, bro. It's gonna piss me off. Like I've literally already I've had so much fucking anger and aggression and aggravation today, bro. Like this is the last thing I need right now. Like I'm liable to do some dumb shit. I'm liable to fucking punch another hole in the wall or some fucking shit, bro. Like y'all pissing me off now. I obviously don't want to join the call Instagram. Like fuck, man. It won't even it's not even popping up a call for me to swipe out, hang up on, fucking say no to, fucking. Oh, I'm getting aggravated, bro. You got about 30 more seconds or I'm gonna fucking throw this phone across the goddamn hall, I swear. Bro, y'all got y'all really fucking working on my aggravation shadow right now. Like I'm about to get pissed, bro. And the shit's ringing like fucking like it remind me of somebody beating on your fucking door at 6 a.m. I just pressed decline. Like it literally just popped up a notification and gave me the option, and I pressed decline, and the shit is still fucking ringing, bro. Just so y'all can see. By the way, don't mind my fucking broken ass phone. It got shattered by my fucking sister the other day. But you see, I was fucking restarting the phone and the shit was still goddamn ringing. Like, what is going on, man? Like y'all fucking playing on my nerves big time today, bro. Like I almost got pissed. I almost ended the whole fucking live stream and everything. Now we gotta wait for the phone to boot back up. So anybody on here fucking watching this shit on IG or on YouTube or whatever, just skip ahead to where we at. We'll fucking play some music to get the vibes back up. Shit. Fucking like I about lost it right there. Like my fucking anger and aggression shadow do not fucking play. Like whenever I start to get aggravated, it take a lot for me to get aggravated usually, where I just get aggravated over little shit. But bro, that was working on me right there. All right. I forgot what they were. My girl, I cut myself like ouch. Baby kiss my boo boo. You ever thought of extending your mind? We get alright. We need to just sit there time. I need a whole slice of American pie. Just a reflection of what's inside. I told you once on stage. Real, like some stage on the phone. So she gets a golden for me. I probably need a punch. So me was been over for you guys. So sing on always keep it high and true. Like a motherfucker. Roast. I know the deal. No. Yeah. All right. Welcome back to the communication station. For the people who are tuned in on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? We about 15 minutes in on this side, fucking about 30 seconds in on the IG side. So y'all know what to do. If you're on the YouTube side, fucking drop a like and give a shout out to the IG people who are just now tuning in and shit like that. Has some technical difficulties with my fucking cellular gadgets and shit like that. So you know, we doing what we gotta do, resetting shit and getting us back in the right type of vibe and the right type of space we need to be in. So, bada bing, bada boom, communication station. Welcome back with your host, Schwetzy in the building. You know what I'm saying? We in this bitch. Take me a puff of the nicotine. Take me a puff of the sticky weed. Take me a puff of your bitch I need to get on her knees. She gonna suck on the D. All right, boom. We in this bitch now. So today what we talking about? Image and status. And this is coming from a Capricorn Sun Taurus Moon. So you know, I have a pretty good understanding of this shit based upon what I've had to do to get where I'm at in my life, dealing with things like image and status and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Depending upon how you want to be seen, build yourself up as, or just depending upon the things that you accept about yourself. If you're able to accept your shortcomings and downfalls and then capabilities and shit like that, it's going to give you a stronger ability to build a healthy status to where people give you respect and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? If you're a person who's always constantly trying to keep secrets or hide certain aspects of themselves where you might perceive it as negative or something bad about yourself and perceive it as an insecurity, even if it is something bad, the more accepting that you become of that and the more that you're able to outwardly show you know what I'm saying, your fuck ups and flaws or make mistakes and kind of smile and laugh about the shit and not be affected by it so much, this is going to help your image and your status as well. But there's some things that we need to understand based upon other people that are in positions of image or status that they're trying to maintain, develop, or you know what I'm saying, have went so far to build. You get what I'm saying? So we need to understand how these interactions actually play out on a day-to-day basis in real life and shit like that, right? So for example, you might be at work with somebody, right? And they might say some shit to you as far as like trying to be lazy for the day or some shit, or not really exactly trying to do the job to the fullest potential that they always do or always could or should do. You get what I'm saying? you might have a situation like this that appear, and somebody might come up to you and say some shit to you like, oh yeah, don't even worry about that, we just gonna get this up to this point and blah blah blah. Like they'll direct you to do some shit. Like if it's a person who has like image status, basically being catered towards and playing out a character as far as being like a manager or in some position of leadership or over like standard regularly based employees and shit like that. If it's a person like that, it's going to be even more so on a more intense degree whenever you're viewing these things. You get what I'm saying? So for example, you have somebody that you're working with who's in one of these positions where they're governed by like a name and title and shit like that, and they've been at this certain job for a few years now, and you know what I'm saying, they've had to go through all the ins and outs of dealing with certain people and fucking going through the motions of like more nine or 10 more jackasses who are just like you, who got hired there, who probably only gonna work there for a few months and then quit, or you know what I'm saying, or only work there to get one check and then quit and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? So they've already dealt with 100,000 of these motherfuckers, and they've already gone through the loops of what it's taken to build that status. You get what I'm saying? Or build that image to be seen that way and actually be called like a shift leader or a fucking manager or some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? So what we got to understand is whenever they present these things, and they like I said, they might even direct you in a certain direction as far as a easier way to go about some shit, or some shit where you can do it in a lazy way where you're not like, it's easier on you. You get what I'm saying? Like you're not like fully doing what you're supposed to be doing or what you could be doing in that time frame. They giving you get what I'm saying? Shit like this. So we got to pay attention to shit like this, because they'll express it to you and direct you in that direction. And then you'll have a situation where somebody else comes in who is on a higher image or higher status, or seen more as like equivalency in their eyes or in the eyes of what the environment is and the people who are around them in the public arena and shit like that. Whenever all three of you are in that situation, it's you and that person that just directed you into doing some shit the easy way or something. They'll come around this person, and then they'll like try to throw it on you or some shit, or like ask you about it, like you the one who came up with the idea to do it that way, or not do, like skip out on this one aspect of whatever you trying to do at the moment. You get what I'm saying? So they'll come and bring that back to you and try to put that lesser piece of the image that or the character that they played out. You get what I'm saying? They'll try to put that lesser piece onto you and make it seem like you the one who came up with it. That way it doesn't hurt or damage or lower their status that they've worked to develop and shit like that. And 9 times out of 10, you'll be sitting back like confused, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he the one who told me to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, why he trying to act like I came up with that to do it that way? You get what I'm saying? So just pay attention to this shit, but also don't be a narky individual who just sitting here and looking too deeply into things just based upon you watching this video or some shit. And now you thinking that everybody who has a higher image or status is constantly plotting on you on some weird shit like this. You get what I'm saying? It's not always necessarily the case. You get what I mean? But this is the thing. We don't need to be confused about this shit. We just need to take into consideration when this actually is what's going on. We need to take into consideration the fact of what it's taken for this person to get there. You get what I'm saying? What they've had to go through to develop the position of being a manager or the position of being this or that. And not only that, now that they're in that position and it's being played out through some shadow government created character and shit like that, as far as going and working the job, and based upon the 5 pillars: business, education, religion, entertainment, and politics and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? So when you in the business realm with it and shit like that, don't be confused about it, because the shit they got to go through on the day to day is stressful enough. Because like I said, they're in that playing out that archetype of being run up underneath the shadow government 5 pillars, and whatever character they're creating, whatever golem they're creating at the time and shit like that. And how they're wanting people to react and respond, or how they're testing the environment to see how people are going to react and respond and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that goes into this shit. So don't get lost in the sauce out here. You get what I'm saying? But just pay attention, because what I'm getting at is the reason that they're trying to so hard, and they might have to put you in like a negative light, even maybe by accident, is because how hard it is to uphold this shit once you actually get into this position. You know what I'm saying? Because it's ran up under some shadow government shit. So they want you to work for 100,000 years and be stressed out every day and never, you know what I'm saying, retire at 85,000 years old, retire at 85 years old and shit, and only have fucking probably die before that, not even make it there. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. So what they're doing when they're developing these things, they're not making it easy, and it's on purpose. You get what I'm saying? That's why there's so much resistance, and you resistant to it is, you know, 9 times out of 10 just gonna make it worse. You get what I'm saying? So that's what happens whenever these things actually come into play and shit like that. People just be stressed out and flunked out because they're trying to maintain a status based upon some shit that they've gave years, months, and weeks of their time and days and hours of their time to develop this shit. So they're not gonna fucking just have you come in who's some new guy or somebody who ain't been there that long, or even if you have been there for a while, you ain't done what's necessary and what it takes to actually get to a position and shit like that. So that you know what I mean, it's gonna by default fall on your shoulders as far as not being you know, maybe more so not being liked, or be the person that get all the bullshit thrown onto them and shit like that. Once again, though, don't get into an ego and just think that everybody trying to fuck with you and shit like that just because they somebody who in a status or image at the moment. You get what I'm saying? A Capricorn knows this shit best. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it fucked up. 9 times out of 10, it's not nothing personal. If a person is creating or has created some formulation of an image or status and is being seen a certain way, it a lot of times is due to very negative routines and patterns and behavioral traits and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If they've worked so hard and clawed their way to get to that image and status and shit, what the fuck I look like letting you, somebody who don't mean shit to me at the end of the day, have some type of effect that's going to lower my image or status that I've created for myself. You know what I mean? And Capricorns and shit like that feel very strongly about things like this. So don't ever fuck with a Capricorn in a way like changing how they're viewed, or disrespecting how they're viewed, or what type of image or status they've created for themselves, or some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? The best thing that you can do is, even if you got to lie to a Capricorn, if this is somebody that you genuinely like, you might even have to gas them up a little bit and give them some formulation of an image or status that is higher than how everyone else views them in the world and shit like that. If they're like a really negative Capricorn who don't have no self-confidence, no respect within themselves, they ain't done shit to learn themselves and actually gone through the motions of outwardly expressing certain things, that way they can actually respect themselves and shit like that, and they caught in a bunch of negative behavioral patterns, then yeah, you need to be the person that like lifting them up, putting that chip on their shoulder as far as, man, you the shit, like can't nobody fuck with you, what, you know, why are you tripping and shit like that. And then that's when you're gonna see your Capricorn, even if you're in like a relationship with them as far as male and female, that's when you're gonna see your Capricorn go hard as fuck, and they gonna create image and status for the both of y'all that y'all can sit in that character and be viewed in that light and shit like that. And that's the thing too, if it's a smart Capricorn who know what they do and they know how to develop the foundation too, that's the most important thing. That's what I be seeing a lot of people get lost in. They be trying to go places, and they be trying to develop images and status based upon faulty foundations. You can't go nowhere with a faulty foundation. That shit's always gonna crumble. It's just like building a fucking house or some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? If you got a shitty foundation, your fucking wood spring floors and shit like that gonna be creaking and leaking, and you probably gonna fall through the fucking damn near the walls gonna fall down and shit. You get what I'm saying? So if we build this shit up on shitty foundations, it ain't no point to it. It ain't never gonna get nowhere. And this is where as a Capricorn, or regardless, whoever you are, if you're watching this video, this is some shit that you need to put into practice in real life through day-to-day means, as far as building a status, or I mean, as far as building a foundation. You get what I'm saying? You have to test this shit. It's not just something that you gonna inherently know. Well, maybe, you know what I'm saying? If you anything like me, it's some shit that you just gonna inherently know. You know, sometimes you might make mistakes and shit like that just based upon wanting to experience or something for the moment. But 9 times out of 10, if you somebody like me, you already gonna know what it takes to build that strong foundation and shit. Sometimes you might just be playing out some type of lazy energy or some shit, and you necessarily not be wanting to go through all the loops that it take to do that at the moment. You get what I'm saying? But the foundation is the most important thing, and that's what you need to start with every time. You get what I'm saying? That's the root cause of it. If you a person who doesn't have a lot of earth energies and just keep going through chaotic and flunked out shit, and you can't figure out why. The root cause of it is the foundation that you're building. Whatever that you're building it upon is some kind of flunked out shit. Either you have the gas, you have the emotion to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you're a fire or water sign, a lot of times you'll have plenty of fucking gas to do the shit. As far as emotional resonance and shit like that, you'll have a strong emotion, but a lot of times y'all miss on the practicality of it, or y'all miss on constructing some type of mentality that's creating the container for what that emotion needs to go into. It has to be encapsulated by some type of container for it to actually be pushed out and experienced in the third dimension. Like, we can think about we can sit here and fucking think and feel about shit all day as far as what we want to do with the foundation, or how we want to construct it and shit like that. But until you actually have a physical container and a vehicle for that shit to travel through and actually be seen out in the third dimension, you ain't gonna produce shit, and you're not gonna have no type of proof and to put in no type of residuals, or no type of proof that you can look at to you know what I'm saying, no type of nothing you can look at to see that you was right, or nothing to confirm that, or nothing to let you know that you know what I'm saying, the steps that you putting into action now is actually the right thing to do. But don't get it fucked up though. You ain't always gonna have something that you can physically point at to be like that. You get what I'm saying? You're not always going to get the confirmation. Sometimes you be on a bigger mission. You get what I'm saying? You be on a way bigger mission. So you be doing the right things, but it just don't be playing out correctly sometimes. And that's not at any fault of your own. That's just certain shit that we have to go through as far as trials and tribulations and shit like that. And you know what I'm saying? If you got a big mission, it'd be like that sometimes. But you know what I'm saying? It's ease and everything. It's ease and mastery. When you gain mastery over this shit, that's when you'll gain ease. And with more ease comes more confidence, and it breeds more momentum and shit like that. Once you get your momentum built up, it's really hard to pivot that or knock that exactly. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you a person, like I said, got a lot of water alignments, got a lot of fire alignments, you can create that emotional gas and shit. You either just need to watch somebody who have some type of practicality or some type of earthly energies as far as outwardly expressing it, some shit that you can actually see that they be into and shit like that. That's proof as far as beyond word of mouth, as far as actually seeing things and shit like that. A person actually into shit, they actually being seen for the way that they say they are. They know they the shit and they are the shit, and they be seen as the shit. Or vice versa, they know they ain't shit, but at the same time they are these shit, so they ain't shit, but they are the shit at the same time. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of different ways this shit play out, just depending upon who you are, how you want to be seen, and what you be working with as far as incapabilities and flaws and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? And how accepting you are of these things. That's where the shadow work aspect of this shit come in at. You dig what I'm saying? So don't fuck around. What we need to do now is hit another puff of the weed. Puff it up, puff it up, puff it up weed. Hit it up, puff it up weed. Smoking that dope. Get it for free. All right. Hit this bitch one more time, and then we'll break down the ending tip of this. Okay. So it's time for the outro tip. Get what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, let's just keep continuing doing what we're doing our shadow work. That way we're not being stupid when it comes to reality. You get what I'm saying? That make sure we're always observing ourselves. You get what I'm saying? Especially whenever we're out in fucking public situations and shit like that. As humans, this is what y'all need to pay attention to the most, because a lot of times people be taking shit personally in the wrong type of way, in the wrong type of aspect. and not paying attention to what's going on internally and shit like that. You need to see what's going on with you first, and this is where all of us have spent a lot of time alone due to fucking COVID and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? But if you're a person who didn't really have a chance to spend a lot of time alone and shit like that when COVID was around, this is the time when you need to take some time to be alone and be to yourself for a minute. But don't get too lost into that shit as far as playing out hermit energies all the time and only being alone and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? We still need to interact with the environment, but what we need to do is get to grips with ourselves, find out fucking who we are and how we feel about ourselves before anyone else tells us who we are or what we are, or you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. And just determine what your actual fucking stance and viewpoint is and shit like that. And then that way, whenever you go to environments where shit try to sway you and shit like that, you can notice it. And not only that, you notice where your pride and your ego and shit like that is at, and where your sensitivities are as far as when people come at you in certain ways or express things in a certain way to where you take it as disrespect or some shit like that, because it's not always necessarily like that. But let's remember, guys, build the foundation first. And if you a person who's not very experienced in life and shit like that, you're gonna have to do some testing. You get what I'm saying? As far as building your foundation, it's not just gonna come overnight to you. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna have to go through the motions of figuring out what actually works for you and shit like that. And not only that, not just because it worked don't mean it's the right thing to do. A lot of y'all don't know how to beat karma and shit like that. A lot of y'all don't know how to create y'all's own karma. So you stuck in old fucking ancestrally fucking generational curses and shit like that. And not only that, you into your own shit, into just routines and patterns that you've been playing out for multiple lifetimes and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? So just pay attention to what we doing. And like I said, building your image and status should be the main focus. The main focus should be on the foundation, how you starting it, because it don't matter at all what you think about yourself or how you want to be seen or the whatever light that you've created for the moment. You get what I'm saying? None of that shit matter until you know how to create the foundation and the practical application and the steps to take to actually play this shit out in real life. None of that shit matters. You can sit here and fucking put in that internal value and shit like that all day. You get what I'm saying? But until you take the steps and actually express something outwardly that confirms that, you know what I'm saying, what you're talking about is legit, then it's pointless. You get what I'm saying? It's pointless. It's pointless because it's not in reality at that point. We just in our head with shit, and we the only one fucking thinking and feeling that way about something. We're not changing the world at that point. We just, you know what I'm saying? We just psyching up our own and fucking basically that remind me of some gay shit. If you a dude who doing that shit constantly, that's some gay shit in my opinion. Like at home, just constantly fucking juicing up your own emotions and shit like that all the time. Like basically fucking yourself all the time internally and shit. You get what I'm saying? Just juicing up yourself on like that's low key gay, bro. Like that's low key super feminine in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we do need to utilize these energies sometimes. Don't get it fucked up just because I'm saying this. We do need to utilize these energies sometimes. That's part of the foundation. That's how you start. You have to breed that confidence. You have to be that already. You get what I'm saying? But don't get caught up into just your whole life being like that. You get what I'm saying? And whenever you come around anyone else, they look at you as retarded because you ain't shit. You've been wearing the same fucking gray sweatpants with the fucking cum stains on them for the past 17 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Probably ain't left the couch in fucking 7 days or took a shower or washed your, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we can't be on shit like that. I'm just saying, we can't be on shit like that. The foundation is what's most important. Bring this shit into real life. That way, you can actually have an environment of people who actually think and feel the same way about themselves, and they actually value your time and space, your opinion, your company, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That way, we're not just constantly talking into a void, basically. You know what I'm saying? If we want to do that, we would fucking sit on the couch. You get what I'm saying? If we wanted to do that shit, we would sit on the couch, bro. Like, nah, that's not what it's about. That's not what spirituality about. On God, that's not what spirituality about. Just like Zay said, shout out to Zay. I peeped this motherfucker saying this shit on his story yesterday. We ain't preaching no fucking sit on the couch and fucking close your eyes and hum a fucking certain phrase of fucking omness and goddamn manifest $17 billion. Like, no, that's not no. If you ain't taking those steps, you get what I'm saying? You will start to notice, bro. When you're acting in your true essence, you will start to notice every step you take. It's like you're walking on water. You feel your fucking wave of influence outwardly, current pulling and flowing and fucking all this shit. You get what I'm saying? Like it's different. You have to bring that shit outwardly. Like yes, the internal is the most important part. That's where it starts, and that's how you reflect it into your reality and shit like that. But you actually have to take the steps and start. Once you start bringing it out, it's a different thing. It's way different. Like we're not getting high on fucking illusions and shit like that. We're not sitting on a fucking throne of illusions and shit. You get what I'm saying? Like we using that shit to actually be able to see this shit and say it in real life. That's why the fuck we're here doing this shit. That's it. Beyond that, I don't know. But look, I got some new moon shit to do. I got to link up with the boys and shit like that. I think they probably about ready. It's been 45 minutes. So I'll holler at y'all later. Thank you, Mooney. I ain't see that till right now. And big shout out to everybody who popped up. I'm going to get out of here and fucking roll on some new moon vibes. Peace.